Hi everybody, this is Indira, Assistant Professor of Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Department of Mathematics. Today we are going to discuss the question bank questions of third unit, that is higher order differential equations of linear algebra and calculus. Now the very first question is, write the solution for d cube y by dx cube minus 3 dy by dx plus 2y is equal to 0. Here, the equation is in the form of f of d into y is equal to 0, which is homogeneous differential equation. So, to solve this homogeneous differential equation, we need to write the auxiliary equation. The auxiliary equation can be written as m cube minus 3m plus 2 into y is equal to 0. Upon solving, we will get three roots, and the three roots can be converted in terms of the complementary function by using c1 e to the power of alpha x plus c2 e to the power of beta x plus c3 e to the power of gamma x. Here, we doesn't need to find out the particular integral, since the right hand side of the equation is equal to 0. Going to the next equation, write the solution of 4d square minus 4d plus 1 into 100 into y is equal to 100. Here, f of d is equal to 4d square minus 4d plus 1, and it can be converted to auxiliary equation by replacing d is equal to m. So we are going to get it as 4m square minus 4d plus 1 is equal to 0. That is, we can't put d, therefore we will substitute this as 4m, and this can be written as 2m minus 1 whole square is equal to 0, or m takes the value of half comma half. So therefore, the complementary function is c1 e to the power of c1 plus c2x e to the power of half x, c1 plus c2x into e to the power of minus half and plus half x is a complementary function. Going to the particular integral, the particular integral can be written for this patient can be written as yp is equal to 1 by f of d into 100, 1 by f of d into 100, where f of d is nothing but 4d square minus 4d plus 1, and this can be obtained by multiplying 100 with e to the power of 0x. So here, wherever d is there, we can substitute 0. So the answer is nothing but 1 by 0 minus 0 plus 1 into 100, which is nothing but 100. So therefore, the particular integral for this question is 100. So therefore, the general solution of the higher order differential equation, which is given by complementary function plus particular integral, is given as the c1 plus c2x e to the power of half x plus 100. So this question is based on the first model of the higher order differential equations, that is f of d into y is equal to e to the power of ax, where q of x is e to the power of ax. Next, going to the next equation, show that the functions e to the power of minus 2x and e to the power of 3x are linearly independent. To show that they are linearly independent, we can find out the Wronskian value should be equal to 0. That is, suppose u is equal to e to the power of minus 2x and v is equal to e to the power of 3x, then u dash will be equal to 2 into e to the power minus 2 into e to the power of minus 2x, and u dash is equal to 3 into e to the power of 3x. So therefore, the determinant of u into v by u dash into v dash should be equal to 0. So that is how you can find out that they are independent with each other. Going to the fourth equation, the fourth equation says that show that y1 of x, which is equal to sin x, and y2 of x is equal to sin x minus cos x are the independent solutions of d square y by dx square plus y is equal to 0. This can be obtained by again assuming this u and v and taking the Wronskian function of these two and equating to 0, you can say that these are independent with each other. Next, define the Wronskian of the function. Suppose u and v are the functions, u and v are the functions, and u dash and v dash are the respective derivatives, then determinant of u into v by u dash into v dash is called as a Wronskian function, and it is given by uv dash minus v u dash v u dash, and this is a Wronskian value, and it is represented by w of u comma v. It is represented by w of u comma v. Going to the next question, find the particular integral of 1 by d minus 3 into x. Find the particular integral of 1 by d minus 3 into x. This denominator d minus 1 can be written as 1 by minus 3 if you take common 1 minus d by 3 into x, and bringing to this to the numerator and applying the binomial expansion for the negative indices, we are going to get it as 1 minus d by 3 whole to the power of minus 1 into x, and we all know that 1 minus x whole to the power of minus 1 value is nothing but 1 plus x square plus x cube, so on. So if it in that case, then it comes out to be minus 1 by 3, 1 plus d by 3 plus d square by 9, so on up till infinity into x, and we have only one derivative x, and that can be written 1 into x is nothing but 1, so 1 by 3 into the brackets x plus the derivative of x, that is 1 by 3. So x plus 1 by 3, 1 by minus 1 by 3 into x plus 1 by 3 is the value of the particular integral for the sixth question. Now going to the next equation, find the particular value of 1 by d minus 2 into d minus 3 e to the power of 2x. 1 by d minus 2 into d minus 3 e to the power of 2x. We can either find out the partial fractions of these two and can able to get the answer. Otherwise, we can directly multiply these two, that is my d square minus 5d plus 6 into e to the power of 2x, as if I substitute d is equal to 2. That is a method. Whenever you have q of x is equal to e power ax, then we need to substitute d is equal to a, and that will be the particular integral as long as the denominator value never becomes 0. If denominator value becomes 0, then we need to multiply the numerator with x and take the derivative form of the denominator, that is 2d minus 2 into e to the power of 2x. Once again you try to substitute 2 in place of d, and that comes out to be x by 4 minus 2 into e to the power of 2x, and which is nothing but x by 2 e to the power of 2x. So in this model you can find it out. Otherwise we can use the partial fractions also to find out the particular integral, this function. That is, partial fractions means first we have to split up 1 by d minus the denominator value, that is we have to get it in the terms of a by d minus 2 plus b by d minus 3, take the partial fraction, and then also you can do it. Next, eighth question, solve the differential equation d to the power of 4 minus 2d cube minus 3d square plus 4d plus 4 is into y is equal to 0. So here this is a homogeneous differential equation which consists of only complementary function. We don't have any particular integral here. So the complementary function is obtained by substituting replacing d by m. So that is f of m is equal to 0, and that comes out to be m to the power of 4 minus 2 into m cube minus 3m square plus 4m plus 4 is equal to 0. It is a fourth degree equation, and you can use the synthetic and trial and error method to find out the first root and synthetic division to find out the rest of the roots. So 4 roots will be we are going to get 4 roots for this equation. So the complementary function can be given as c1 e to the power of alpha x plus c2 e to the power of beta x plus c3 e to the power of gamma x plus c4 e to the power of delta x if alpha, beta, gamma, delta are the real values. Otherwise, they will take in the form of if they are complex functions, then it can be written as e to the power of alpha x into c1 cos alpha x plus c2 sin alpha x, so on. Going to the ninth question. So, ninth question, write the particular values of 1 by d square plus a square into cos x. According to the procedure of whenever you get q of x is equal to cos x or sin x, we need to substitute d square is equal to minus a square. But if you do like this in here, we are going to get it 0 in the denominator, which leads to infinity. So, we have to go by the formula. So, the formula for finding out the particular integral for this is, for the first one is x by 2a sin ax, and the second one is minus x by 2a cos ax. So these two are the particular integrals for the ninth question. Now find next question. Find the particular integral of d square minus 3d plus 2 into y is equal to 0. He asked only the particular integral. So the particular integral for this question is given by 1 by d square minus 3d plus 2 into cos of 3x. So wherever d square is there, we can substitute minus 3 square. Wherever d square is there, we can substitute minus 3 square, and the denominator function f of d is converted in terms of only d. Again, to get d square, we need to take the rationalization of the denominator and get d square in the denominator, and then we can proceed further. So that is how we can find out the 10th the question, that is only particular integral. There is no need to find out the complementary function. Going to the next question. 11th question. Write the particular values of 1 by d square plus 4 sin 2x. We all know, just now we have referred that 1 by d square plus a square sin ax can be written as minus x by 2a cos ax. So in that case, it becomes here a is nothing but 2. A is nothing but 2, because d square plus 4 has to be compared with d square plus a square. So a square is equal to 4 or a is equal to 2. So x by 2 into 2, instead of sin we will be having cos 2x. So that is nothing but minus x by 4 cos 2x is the particular integral for the 11th question. Going to the 12th question. Solve the differential equations d cube y by dx cube plus y is equal to 0. Here we are getting different forms of homogeneous differential equations, and here we have got it as third degree equation, that is a cube plus in the form of d cube plus 1 into y is equal to 0. And you all know that a cube, we can use the formula of a cube plus b cube formula, that is a plus b into a square plus ab plus b square, a square minus ab plus b square, and we can use this formula to get the factorizing value of a cube plus b cube. Next equation, find the particular integral of 1 by d square minus 1 into x. Find the particular integral of 1 by d square minus 1 into x. How to find out the particular integral? First, we have to see what type of function the q of x is. Q of x is x. So we have to use the binomial expansion formulas to find out the particular integral. So here we can take minus 1 as common. So we are going to get it as if I take minus 1 as common, 1 minus d square into x, and this has to be brought to the numerator. So we are going to get as 1 minus d square whole to the power of minus 1 into x value. And here you can use the binomial formula. Binomial formula for 1 minus x whole to the power of minus 1 is 1 plus x square plus x cube, so on. So here minus of x is as it is, derivative of x is nothing but 1. Only two terms we are going to get, and that is because we are going to get 1 plus d square, so on. So 1 into x is x, and derivative of x is 1. So therefore we are going to get is as minus of x plus 1 is the value for the particular integral for the 13th question of the first part A in question bank. Next, 14th question. Solve the differential equation d square plus a square into y is equal to 0. D square plus a square into y is equal to 0. The auxiliary equation is given by f of m into f of m is equal to 0. So m square plus a square is equal to m square plus a square is equal to 0, or m is equal to plus or minus ia, because we are going to get the complex roots. So how to find out the complementary function if the roots are complex? If the roots are complex, the complementary function can be given by c1 cos, e to the power of alpha x, c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. But the real part is not there here, therefore alpha becomes 0. So the complementary function can be is only c1 cos alpha x plus c2 sin beta x. So here beta value is a, so therefore we will get it as c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax is the particular integral for this question. That is a 14th question. Now going to the next question, 15th question. Express the general solution of the differential equation d square plus a square into y is equal to tan ax. Express the general solution of the differential equation d square plus a square into y is equal to tan ax. How to express? The general solution is given by complementary function plus particular integral. The complementary function is just nothing but m square plus a square is equal to 0, or m is equal to plus or minus ia. So here m is equal to plus or minus ia, so you can write a complementary function as c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax, and the particular integral can be given by 1 by d square plus a square into tan ax. Just we have to express it, and so there is no need to solve without solving, right? Next, find the particular integral of d square plus 2d into y is equal to 24x. Now what is the particular integral here? That is nothing but 1 by d square plus 2d into 24x. Again 1 by d can be taken common, so we are going to get it as 1 by d into d plus 2 into 24x, and you all know that d is a derivative, 1 by d is nothing but the integral. So here it is converted to 1 by 2 into integral of 24x, and which is nothing but x square by 2. So 24 into x square by 2, and here it is nothing but d plus 2, and it can get cancelled 12 times, and minus 2 can be taken again to use the binomial expansion. Plus 2 can be taken common, so 12 by 2 and 1 plus d by 2 whole to the power of minus 1 into x square. We can make use of the binomial expansion here, 1 plus x whole to the power of minus 1. What is 1 plus x whole to the power of minus 1? It is nothing but 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus x to the power of 4, so on. So into x square. So how many derivatives we are going to get? The derivative of x square is 2x, and the derivative of 2x is 2. So the derivative of 2 is 0. So mostly we are going to get first and second derivative. Substitute those values in the binomial expansion. We are going to get the particular integral of d square plus 2d into y is equal to 24x. Next question. The general solution of the differential equation y double dash plus y is equal minus 2y is equal to 0 is y is equal to c1 e to the power of x plus c2 e to the power of minus 2x. Then find the solution by applying the conditions y of 0 is equal to 4 and y dash of 0 is equal to 1. Now y is equal to c1 e to the power of x plus c2 e to the power of minus 2x would I mean to say that the y of x is the c1 e to the power of x plus c2 e to the power of minus 2x. So what is y dash here? Y dash is nothing but c1 e to the power of x plus minus because we are going to get the coefficient here. So minus 2 c2 e to the power of minus 2x. Okay. Now substitute wherever x is there, you put 0. So we are going to get two algebraic equations in terms of c1 and c2, and upon solving we are going to get the c1 and c2 values. So what is y of 0 here? c1 plus c2 is equal to 4. This is the first equation. And next equation again, if you put y dash of x is equal to 0, so we are going to get it as c1 minus 2c2 is equal to 1. So we need to solve here algebraically. So we are going just subtracting, we are going to get 3c2. 3c2 is equal to 3, or c2 is equal to c3 is equal to 1. c3 is equal to 3 by 3, that is equal to, c2 is equal to 3 by 3, that is equal to 1. So substituting c2 here, we are going to get c1, which is equal to 1 by 1 plus 2, that is equal to 3. So c1 is equal to 3. So that is how we can give the values of the unknown constants c1 and c2, and these two are conditions are called as a initial conditions, which are most generally used to find out the constant framed while solving the higher order differential equations. Next, 18th question. What is the general solution of the higher order differential equation? The general solution of higher order differential equation is sum of the complementary function plus particular integral. The sum of the complementary function plus particular integral is the general solution of the higher order differential equation. What is the solution of the homogeneous differential equation? We all know that the homogeneous differential equations will be of the form f of d into y is equal to 0. We don't have any particular integral here. Therefore, the general solution of the homogeneous differential equation is just nothing but the complementary function itself. This part will become 0 here. This part will become 0 for the homogeneous differential equations. Next, what is a particular integral of the equation f of x into y is equal to q of x? The particular integral of the differential equation is given by 1 by f of d into q of x. 1 by f of d into q of x. 1 by f of d into q of x. And this is the formula, and based on this which we are going to find out the particular integral. So that's about the first section of part A of homogeneous differential equations. Going to the second part. We have first equation, the part B. Solve the differential equation d square plus 3d plus 2 into y is equal to 2 cos 2x plus 3 plus 2 e to the power of x plus x square. Here we have in the syllabus we have only 3 types of non-homogeneous differential equations, that is for q of x is equal to e power x, and q of x is equal to cos x and sin x, and q of x is equal to x to the power of n. And this question is a combination of all the 3 here. So how to solve the differential equation? First we need to find out the particular integral. The particular integral is given by 1 by d square plus 3d plus 2. 1 by d square plus 3d plus 2, and upon factorizing 1 by d plus 1 into, we have to get the auxiliary equation for complementary function. So what is a auxiliary equation? M square plus 3m plus 2 is equal to 0, or m plus 2 into m plus 1 is equal to 0, or m is equal to minus 2 comma minus 1. So what is a complementary function for minus 2 comma minus 1? c1 e to the power of 2x plus c2 e to the power of minus x. So we have got the first part of the solution, that is a complementary function. Still we need to find out the particular integral. How to find out the particular integral? Particular integral is equal to 1 by f of d into y is equal to into y. 1 by f of d, there is no need to take y, 1 by f of d into q of x. So 1 by f of d is nothing but 1 by 2 cos. You can split up this, you can assume this as a particular integral 1 plus particular integral 2 and a particular integral 3, and we can separately find out all the 3. 1 by f of d, 1 by d square plus 3d plus 2 into 2 cos 2x plus 3. That is the first particular integral. Now, that can be solved by substituting d square is equal to minus 2 square. And further, suppose if still more d values if you are going to get, then rationalize that and find out the value. And the numerator d can be used for derivation, and the denominator d square can be again replaced by minus 2 square to get the answer. So like that, the particular integral 1 can be obtained. Now coming to the particular integral 2. How to get the particular integral 2? What is the second one? 1 by d square plus 3d plus 2 into 2 into e to the power of x, 2 into e to the power of x. So if you substitute d square is d square d is equal to 1, so we are going to get 1 by 3 plus 2 plus 1 by 1 plus 3 plus 2, that is equal to 1 by 6 e to the power of x is the particular integral for the second one. And for the third one, that is 1 by d square plus 3d plus 2 into x square. Again you have to use the binomial expansion here, or otherwise you can split up by using the partial fractions. For each fraction you can use the binomial formula and to find out the third case, that is particular integral 3. So it's a very lengthy, all the three methods are clubbed together as given in this question. Now going to the second question, solve the differential equation d square plus 4 into y is equal to 96x square plus sine 2x minus k. Here again the third case is nothing but how to find out the first we need to find out the complementary function, which is obtained by substituting replacing d is equal to m, that is m square into m square plus 4 is equal to 0, or m is equal to 0 comma 0 plus or minus 2i. So that comes out to be c1 plus c2x plus c3 cos 2x plus c4 sin 2x. So like that, because fourth degree equation we will get 4 arbitrary constants there. So that's how we can get the complementary function. And going to the particular integral for this is nothing but 1 by d square into d square plus 4 into 96x square, that is first particular integral, that can be obtained by using the binomial formula. And next one is 1 by d square into d square plus 4 into sine 2x, that is obtained by substituting d square is equal to minus 2x. Suppose if the denominator is leading to 0, you use the formula x minus x by 2a into cos 2x. And the third one is 1 by d square into d square plus 4 into minus k. As k is a constant, you just multiply with e to the power of 0x to get the third one, that is pi3. So add all these three and give the final particular integral, which has to be again added with the complementary function to give the final general solution of the higher order differential equation. Now going to the third question, solve the differential equation d square minus 2d plus 1, which is equal to x square e to the power of 3x minus sine 2x plus 3. How to solve this? Again we will get complementary function is as usual, but finding out the particular integral, first in order to get rid of exponential, just we have to shift d to d plus 3 and get the particular e to the power of 3x to the left hand side, and to the rest of the problem we have to go with the binomial expansion. So that is how we can get the particular integral 1. Going to the second one, it is a trigonometrical function, so it is obtained by d square is equal to minus 2 square, and the last one constant is there, so better it is you take it as 3 into e to the power of 0x, and wherever d is there you substitute as 0. Suppose if you are getting the denominator is equal to 0 after substituting d is equal to 0, then you can multiply the numerator with x and take the derivative form of the denominator. Okay, so like that also we can do it. Going to the fourth equation, solve the differential equation d to the power of 4 plus 2d square plus 1 into y is equal to x square cos square x. Cos square x can be written as 1 plus cos 2x by 2. 1 plus cos 2x by 2, and it can be splitted up by x square by 2 plus x square cos 2x by 2, and this can be obtained by using the binomial expansion for the first one, and the second one it can be written as cos 2x can be written as imaginary part of e to the power of 2i theta, and that it can be we can use the exponential form and shift the d to d plus 2i and get rid of the exponential, then again use the binomial expansions. So these questions are very lengthy. And next, solve the differential equation d cube minus 6d square plus 11d minus 6 into y is equal to e to the power of minus 2x plus e to the power of minus 3x. In this question, the particular integral is very easy because it is only first form, but the complementary function is tough. The complementary function d cube minus 6d square plus 11d minus 6 6, and we have to obtain the three roots for the auxiliary equation. You can either use the calci, or you can use the trial and error method to find out the first root, and then the synthetic division method to find out the rest of the roots. So here e to the power of minus 2x, it is a first form where q of x is equal to e to the power of ax. So this can be obtained by directly substituting d is equal to a, unless until you won't get any zero term in the denominator. If you get zero term in the denominator, we need to multiply the numerator with x and take the derivative form of the denominator. Going to the sixth question. Solve the differential equation d square plus 1 into y is equal to sin x sin 2x. Here we use the trigonometrical transformation, multiply and divide by 2, and use the formula 2 sin a sin b, 2 sin a sin b, and which can be written as cos sum plus cos difference. And that for first we have to split up into the two different cos and two different causes. Then for first cos, you have to 1 by d square plus 1, that is 1 by d square plus 1 into cos x plus 1 by d square plus 1 into cos 3x. So first we have to do the particular integral 1, next particular integral 2, next for the third term, first you replace d by d plus 1 and shift the exponential. Then again you can use the binomial formula to get the solution. And the next, solve the differential equation dq plus 1 into y is equal to 3 into e to the power 3 plus 5 into e to the power of x. Here the left hand side, the complementary function, the auxiliary equation is nothing but mq plus 1, and upon solving by using that is aq plus bq formula, we are going to get the roots. One is a real root and two are the imaginary roots we will get for the left hand side. And the right hand side, it can be written as 3 into e to the power of 0, but you can go follow the first form, and the second form is already clear that it is in the first form. So totally this question is very easy, the seventh question. Now going to the eighth question. Again we have the same case is there in the fourth question. Here cos square theta can be written as, cos square x can be written as 1 plus cos 2x by 2, 1 plus cos 2x by 2, 2 gets cancelled, and 1 for 1 you can write it as e to the power of 0x, and for cos x you can directly substitute d square is equal to minus 2 square and get the answer. For going to the ninth question, solve the differential equation d square plus 1 into y is equal to sin x sin 2x. Again you multiply here and divide here. Use the formula 2 sin a sin b, 2 sin a sin b, that is cos sum plus cos difference. Okay, so cos sum minus cos difference. Then split up into two cos. For each one you have to use the particular, you can find out the particular integral by substituting d square is equal to minus a square. So these are the now going to the 10th question. Solve the differential equation d square plus 9 into y is equal to cos 3x plus sin 2x. What is auxiliary equation here? M square plus 9 is equal to 0, or m is equal to plus or minus 3i. So what is the complementary function? C1 cos 3x plus C2 sin 3x, and going to the particular integral, it is just nothing but d square plus 9 into cos 3x plus 1 by d square plus 9 into sin 2x, and here this I can't substitute d square is equal to minus 3 square because it leads to 0. I can make use of the formula x by 2a sin ax. I can make use of this formula, right? And here for the second part I can use the d square is equal to minus 2 because it doesn't goes to 0. So 9 minus 4, that is equal to 5. So 1 by 5 sin 2x is a second particular integral, and first particular integral is brought by x by 2a sin ax. Now going to the next question. Solve the differential equation. Already this is same as that of the previous questions. Now 12th question, d square minus 5d plus minus 6 into y is equal to sin 4x into sin x. Again you multiply and divide by 2 and take the trigonometrical transformation using sin a and sin b to solve the particular integral. So we will get in terms of 2 cos, that is cos sum. minus cos difference, that is nothing but cos 3x into 1 by 2, and for each one we can use, that is 1 by d square plus 5d minus 6 into cos 5x, and 1 by d square plus 5d minus 6 into cos 3x. So each one we can make use of d square is equal to minus a square formula. If it is and suppose if you don't have the d in the denominator, we can go for the rationalization also to find out the d square, to bring d square in the denominator, and the numerator d acts like a derivative. Next one, solve the differential equation d square plus 1 into d square plus d plus 1 into y is equal to sine 2x. Here the auxiliary equation is m square plus m plus 1 is equal to 0. So mostly we will get the complex roots for the 13th question, and going to the particular integral 1 by d square plus d plus 1 into sine 2x. So wherever d square is there, you substitute minus 2 square, and again we will get one more d in the denominator, which can be converted to d square by rationalizing, and the numerator d is nothing but the derivation. So you can use like that. Next, by using the method of variation of parameters, solve d square plus 4 into y is equal to secant 2x. So by what is the method of variation of parameters? First we need to find out the complementary function. In complementary function we will get two roots, that are two roots. So in the auxiliary equation we will get two roots that can be converted to complementary function, c1 u of x plus c2 v of x. So you take u of x and v of x, find out the u dash and u v dash, and find out the Wronskian value. And we have to frame the particular integral. What is a particular integral? Particular integral is equal to a into u of x plus b into v of x. So what is the a value? Minus integral of vr by Wronskian value into dx. And what is the b value? That is ur by Wronskian value into dx. So after finding a and b, that can be added to the complementary function to get the general solution. So that is how we can do the 14th equation, that is by method of variation of parameters. Okay, so it's very easiest in mostly secant x, tan x, e power x. So the problems based on this type of q of x are mostly done by the method of variation of parameters. It's just similar to that of the general method, but up till the complementary function. But the method of finding out the particular integral will be different for method of variation of parameters. Next, going to the 15th question, d square minus 4d square minus d plus 4 into y is equal to e power 3x cos 2x. So that is the equation. So here the left hand side is a third degree equation. What is the auxiliary equation here? M cube minus 4m square minus m plus 4 is equal to 0. So you have to solve to get the three roots. M will get the three roots, that is, let's suppose that alpha, beta, gamma. The complementary function is nothing but c1 e to the power of alpha x plus c2 e to the power of beta x plus c3 e to the power of gamma x. And how to get the particular integral? Particular integral is given by 1 by f of d into q of x, and 1 by f of d is nothing but 1 by d cube minus 4d square minus 4d, minus d plus 4 into e power 3x cos 2x. So how to solve this? You can bring this cos 3x to the other side by replacing d by d plus 3. So after bringing this to the left hand side, the rest of the question, wherever d square is there, you can substitute minus 2 square, and if d is there, again you have to rationalize and get the answer. So that is how we can solve the 15th question. And going to the 16th question, that is solve the differential equation d square plus 9 into y is equal to cos x. So what is the particular complementary function here? How to get the complementary function? A complementary function is obtained by solving the auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is obtained by substituting d square is equal to minus wherever d is there, you have to substitute m. So m square plus 9 is equal to 0, or m is equal to plus or minus 3i. So you will get it as c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x, and the particular integral is obtained by 1 by d square plus 9 into cos x. Already these type of problems problem. We have already done it. And 17th question is similar to that of the above questions. That is one of the question, that is 11th question. It is similar to that of the 11th question here. The combination of all the three was asked. 18th question, again you have a combination of exponential with a trigonometrical function. Again you replace d by d plus 1 and bring to the left hand side, and to whatever value you have, you wherever d square is there, you substitute minus a square, and if it is needed, you can still rationalize and get the d to the numerator, and d square value in the denominator can be substituted as minus 2 square to get the answer, and d in the numerator is acts like a derivative. And 18th and 19th are both one at the same. And 20th question, x into sin x, where sin x can be converted as exponential by writing this as e to the power, that is a coefficient of e to the power of I theta. It's we have to write it as a coefficient of imaginary part of coefficient of e to the power of I theta and get the answer. So going to the part C, solve the differential equation d square minus 4 into y is equal to x into sine. Just now we have referred this question in the part B, that is we have to convert sin x, sin lambda x as imaginary part of e to the power of I theta, and d has to be converted to d minus I theta, and bring we have to get it to the left hand side, and to the rest we have to apply the binomial expansion. And next is applying the variation of parameters to find d square minus 2d into y is equal to e power x into sin x. So how to find what is the variation of parameters? Up till complementary function it is same, but the method of finding out the particular integral is based on finding out the a and v, where a is nothing but minus integral of VR by Wronskian value, and B is nothing but UR by Wronskian value, where R is nothing but the e power x sin x. And third question is also the method of variation of parameters. Here R is nothing but cosecant x we have. And what are the roots here? M square plus 1 is equal to 0, or M is equal to plus or minus I. M is equal to plus or minus M is equal to plus or minus I, or C1 cos x plus C2 sin x. And a particular integral can be obtained by again finding out, that is assuming the particular integral. First we need to assume the particular integral. A into cos x plus b into sin x, and a and b are nothing but the values which is under that minus Vr by the Wronskian value into dx, and b is nothing but integral of ur by Wronskian value into dx. And the fourth question is a fourth degree equation, fourth order differential equation, homogeneous differential equations. So we can use the synthetic method or trial and error method. And fifth question is 64t into sine 2t. Again, this can be, it is similar to that of the first question. The fifth question is similar to that of the first question. And and the sixth question, solve the differential equation y, that is the fourth order differential equation, plus 8 y to y double dash plus 81 y is equal to 64t cos t plus 108 cos t. Even this here also, first we have to write the cos x as a real part, the coefficient of the real part of e to the power of I theta, and bring that to the left hand side, and we can proceed further by using the binomial expansion, since t is there. Here independent variable is t here. Then in all the above questions we have used only x, but here we are the question is in terms of x. So dy by dt is the d value. Here d value is nothing but d by d small t. And going to the seventh question, it is similar to the first question. And 8th, 9th and 10th, all the three questions are based on the method of variation of parameters, where we have to first solve the complementary function. In that complementary function, we will get two roots. That two roots we have to assume it as a coefficient c1 e to the power of alpha x plus c2 e to the power of beta x. In that e to the power of alpha x has to be assumed as u, and e to the power of beta x has to be assumed as v. Not only e, sometimes we will get sine and cos also. So that complementary function, in that complementary function we can use this u and v and find out the Wronskian value and substitute in the particular integral using these formulas. So all the 8th, 9th, 10th questions are same, and they are similar with each other. So that's about the question bank questions of higher order differential equations of third unit. So the general solution is given by the sum of the complementary function and the particular integral. So that's about the question bank. Thank you all.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.